As you search for a deeper purpose in life, have you ever had the feeling that you are living on autopilot and that everything around you is in chaos? Feeling exhausted, coping with everyday annoyances, and believing that chances are missed because you are unable to take advantage of them? What if I told you that you had a dormant force inside of you that has the power to totally change your presence, your energy, and how you react to life? A straightforward but effective technique that can completely change your identity and way of life. Keep watching this video through to the finish, because I'm going to teach you how to access the potential you've always believed you had, but never understood how to use, as well as how to awaken this strength. Unquestionably, the extended practice of seminal retention is a transformative process that extends beyond the mental or physical realm. The impact is evident, visceral, and indisputable when someone hits a significant milestone, such as 140 days. Something fundamentally primordial and deep within us seems to ignite, igniting an attraction that cannot be produced or imitated. This is noticed by those in the vicinity. Being genuinely seen is more important than simply getting attention. Even in the absence of deliberate words or deeds, the now transmuted energy produces a presence that is impossible to ignore. Seeing how once neglected talents are given the opportunity to thrive is intriguing. The notion that the world takes us for granted seems to vanish all of a sudden. The previously locked doors start to open on their own, as though they were drawn by something more profound than mere comprehension. Many refer to this high frequency as magical, yet it is actually the direct outcome of a well-directed internal power. We are discussing an inward alignment that is so profound that synchronicity appears to be the universe's response. Unexpected invites, previously unachievable chances, and even personal relationships take on a new meaning. The way that well-preserved vital energy produces a sort of resonance between our inner selves and the external environment is astounding. This does not imply that problems go away or that life gets easier. On the contrary, the difficulties still exist, but how they are handled has changed significantly. Desperation is replaced by serenity, uncertainty is replaced by clarity, and inner strength enables you to confront challenges with a level of confidence you have never had before. Since there is now a more stable internal order, it seems as though the chaos of the outside world can no longer disturb us. The perception itself shifts. What was formerly seen to be an intractable issue is now viewed as a chance to develop, learn, and fortify the discipline even more. This change has an impact on those who practice as well as those in their immediate vicinity. Others start to doubt their own decisions and trajectories due to a subtle, nearly undetectable pull. This occurs as a result of the ability of someone who is in alignment with themselves to fill the gaps in the lives of people who are still lost. It is something that is sensed and doesn't require an explanation. Furthermore, in this situation, seminal retention transcends the individual practitioner. It turns into a kind of leadership that creates impact by setting a good example without imposing anything. As you continue to focus on retention, you come to understand that you are creating something more than short-term outcomes. You are creating a life that has meaning, purpose, and genuine vitality. This is something that must be experienced. It cannot be found in theories or books. Every decision you make to conserve your energy is a declaration of your appreciation for your own being. And nobody is able to take that away from you, my friend. Practice demonstrates that we are more than our whims or fleeting aspirations. With the strength that resides inside us, we have the ability to shape reality and create our own destiny. This is when the gods of Semen really shine. Following such a profound time of retention, there is a resonance that permeates the surrounding environment, in addition to a change in the individual. The practitioner becomes aware that they are magnetic, radiating something that draws individuals in a fluid and organic way, in a subtle but unmistakable way. But this attraction goes beyond the triviality of physical attraction or commonplace hobbies. Genuine wonder and appreciation are evoked, as though a silent code was communicated and recognized by those tuned to higher frequencies. Previously weak or scattered connections start to becoming stronger. People who had just passed by now pause, show curiosity, and want to know what that one presence is all about. Furthermore, there is no need to prove anything or flaunt something. The retention practitioner's strength actually lies in his simplicity. You exude a rare and precious honesty in your words, posture, and even silence. When someone is authentic, They become a lighthouse that is inspired rather than imposed. Every conversation, every gesture, every word has a good contagious effect that makes others want to change and look within themselves for something more. The directed, transformed, and accumulated energy is not limited to the individual realm. It spreads to all those who come into contact with the practitioner. It's normal for friends, acquaintances, or even those who live far away to start getting closer, asking for guidance, and wanting to share their dreams or even their secrets. Your presence inspires trust, not because you have prefabricated answers. Just by being there, you provide stability and clarity, almost like an anchor in a crazy environment. This is what distinguishes the energy that someone in internal alignment emits. She just is, she doesn't demand it. One of the most prominent examples of this approach is creativity, which also thrives in unexpected ways. Previously difficult or far-flung projects now proceed smoothly. This new condition of being is demonstrated by unexpected invites to gatherings, opportunities that present themselves naturally, and even the discovery of latent abilities. However, this is not a random occurrence. It results directly from the resonance between the creative intellect that pervades the universe and your balanced interior energy. The environment reacts on the same frequency as you do when you are in alignment with yourself, providing precisely what supports your development and purpose. One crucial lesson from this experience is that semen retention is neither a quick fix nor a secret to success. It's a deep trip that calls for dedication, self-control, and most importantly, a sincere wish to commune with one's innermost self. The practitioner gains control over the unseen forces that shape reality by maintaining this essential energy inside themselves. Being able to control circumstances instead of being controlled by them is a process that involves becoming a conscious producer of one's own fate. The outcome is a life full of meaning rather than merely more opportunities or accomplishments. Every accomplishment, every relationship, and every creativity contributes to something greater, something that goes beyond the material world and is in line with a greater good. Therefore, our lives are more than just our individual experiences. It is a call for others to recognize this potential as well, to understand that our inner strength is found in the things we choose to protect, nurture, and develop. This is what being a god of semen is all about, my brothers. The benefits of seminal retention are numerous and are directly manifested in the practitioner's physical state and overall health. The body starts to function at considerably higher levels of efficiency than it is used to when crucial energy is not wasted. It seems as though the body's very makeup has changed, becoming more fluid and free of normal deterioration. The ongoing sense of exhaustion, compounded fatigue, and decreased resistance has vanished. Instead, the body feels revitalized and energetic, as though each cell contained an endless supply of energy. A new pattern of vitality permeates every instant of daily existence, and this feeling is not ephemeral. It becomes a part of the new condition of being. The most intriguing aspect of all of this is recognizing that this vital force does more than just physically improve the body. As the immune system gets stronger, it can better withstand illnesses. Long-lasting resistance that can support extended workdays without the body experiencing the effects of exhaustion is a sign of renewed vitality, rather than just fleeting energy. Every breath and every movement appears to be driven by an inner, deeper force, rather than one that comes from the outside world. Earlier restrictions that were insurmountable start to be gradually and nearly invisibly removed. The body gets stronger, more resilient, and more flexible. Additionally, the intellect becomes clearer, staying vigilant and capable of making prompt, precise decisions. A battle against one's own body, against exhaustion or discouragement, starts to change into a flowing dance with life. Daily chores that were formerly viewed as burdensome have evolved into organic components of daily life. As though the entity itself were in harmony with a universal rhythm that enables everything around it, there is a lightness in the way difficulties are handled. Furthermore, this harmony is not the result of sophisticated tactics, external plans, or supplements. It originates from something straightforward yet incredibly potent: the preservation and directing of creative energy, that essential force that, when properly nurtured, supports and nurtures human life. The practitioner starts to notice a profound coherence in the process after comprehending this. He seems to be dancing in accordance with universal rules as he tunes into the inherent beat of the universe. Instead of being a passive or uncontrollable force, The accumulated energy becomes a steady and uninterrupted flow that supports the body and its existence in the world. What started off as a private practice has grown to affect everyone in the vicinity. Every encounter, glance, and discussion turns into a chance to spread this essential energy and give others around you a sense of balance, health, and well-being. Do you have the impression that a powerful energy is dormant inside of you, just waiting to be awakened and ready to change your life? To help you on this trip, I've written a new book called Alchemy of the Gods. You will learn a great deal about the enigmas of Kundalini, the healing properties of crystalline oil, and the pursuit of genuine spiritual freedom. This is the way to discover your secret potential, master your inner energy, and feel a connection to life you never imagined. Alchemy of the Gods offers you the opportunity to turn your energy into power and is available in print, digital, and audiobook editions. Both the remark and the description have the link fixed. First, though, I have some unexpected news for you. If you follow the channel, you are aware that my goal is to assist you in realizing the limitless potential that resides within you. My name is Laerta. Semen Retention Success Path is the audiobook I'm introducing today, and it might be the pivotal moment in your path. This guide was developed for anyone who wishes to increase their energy, regain their vitality, and accomplish genuine and long-lasting personal progress. It contains more than 2 hours of intense information. I distilled the 6 most important key retention issues into this audiobook, which is jam-packed with information that can change your life. Imagine being able to use useful instruments that will help you connect spiritually, calm your emotions, and release your vital energy. It is a master key to a level of achievement that few people are aware of, and it is more than just an audiobook. There's more. You can get a 30% discount on my unique ebook, The Art of Semen Retention for Men, when you buy the Semen Retention Success Path. You will discover methods that change your life in every way, including spiritual growth, personal development, self-awareness, and emotional equilibrium, in the more than 20 pages of impactful content. Everything that will enable you to realize your full potential. I also want to present a fantastic opportunity, the tab for new channel members. You may directly support this work by becoming a member, and you'll also have access to YouTube's special content, behind-the-scenes access, and priority interactions. Your involvement will serve as a powerful incentive to add more news and material that will change the world and make our community even more influential. The description and pinned comment contain links to all of these changes. Now is the moment to move forward and become the finest version of yourself. Are you prepared to begin? You have an option. Furthermore, the future can begin right now. The lovely thing about this is that no one needs to be persuaded. The well-being of the practitioner speaks for itself. Persuading others doesn't require the use of complex language or reasoning. The practitioner's presence creates a silent message of health and vigor when their internal and exterior realities align. To spread this life-giving energy that nourishes everyone you encounter, all you have to do is be. It is the unadulterated expression of a being in balance with itself and in sync with the organic flow of life. It is neither magic nor mystery. This is why seminal retention is such a potent technique. It is a return to a state of complete health and profound harmony that permeates the surrounding environment rather than being a gimmick or something manufactured. Truths that transcend the physical realm are revealed via the seminal retention technique. Realizing that everything is energy at various frequencies and vibrations makes it clear that every intentional decision you make has the power to alter this energy and produce resonances that alter how reality appears. Semen preservation is a vibrational lifting technique as well as a biological choice. By raising the frequency of consciousness, the conserved and transformed vital energy puts the practitioner in a harmonious state that draws experiences that are in line with this new level of perception. This results in a closer relationship with the cosmos, where the practitioner starts to automatically receive what previously seemed far away or unattainable. This vital force gets stronger every day of retention. A new dimension of existence is perceived by the mind, felt by the body, and acknowledged by the spirit. Things start to seem more related and less random. Synchronicity, or obvious indications that the cosmos reacts to the vibrations we emit, is what was once thought to be luck or coincidence. Furthermore, this response is direct and unwavering. influencing every facet of life according to the practitioner's inner mood. What formerly appeared to be unchangeable is now shaped by the energy that once escaped and now holds, amplifying and echoing through the fabric of reality. The practitioner connects with universal wisdom by sustaining this energy. Only those who allow themselves to be in sync with this intelligence can attain its level of perfection, which pervades everything and everyone. There is no distinction between what we feel and what we experience, between the internal and the external. The outside world reflects every internal vibration, thought, and emotion. At this moment, the practitioner starts to see that life is something he co-creates, rather than something that just happens to him. He is aware that setbacks are opportunities for growth rather than impediments, and that they help him better align his energy with the greater good. The way that reality is perceived is altered by this voyage. Nowadays, seminal retention is acknowledged as a gateway to a higher state of consciousness rather than as a singular endeavor or method. In this state, vibration, energy, and frequency become the basic instruments for comprehending the cosmos and the part that each individual plays in it. The practitioner starts to understand that reality is fluid and infinitely flexible, rather than fixed or determined. The blueprint that determines the caliber of experiences that enter your life is your own internal vibration. It is a state of awareness that transforms everything. The way one interacts, moves around the world, and makes decisions becomes incredibly natural, fluid, and most importantly, conscious. With this knowledge, the practitioner sees himself as an active participant in the cosmic dance that unites everything, in addition to drawing favorable circumstances into his life. He is aware that life is an ongoing creative process in which the outcomes are determined by your energy and goals. In this sense, seminal retention is more than just a discipline. It is a statement of one's own strength, a pledge to grow, and a way to reach the interconnection that binds us to everything that exists. This state of being contributes to world peace in addition to being advantageous to the individual. The practitioner becomes an active force in fostering a more harmonious, aware, and lively world by increasing their own frequency and that of everything around them. This understanding of one's own place in the creation of the universe adds a depth that changes one's perspective on life. It's no longer about responding to circumstances or looking for approval from others. When the practitioner chooses to intentionally retain, cultivate, and direct his energy, he discovers that the source of everything he seeks is already inside himself and available. The real strength of seminal retention lies in its ability to not only preserve, but also turn creative energy into a force that can mold reality to suit your highest goals. The practitioner has a deeper grasp of how everything is interconnected as they continue on their path. He understands that his actions have an impact on the people, things, and surroundings around him in addition to his own life. With the knowledge that every thought, word, and action has an effect, this realization awakens a higher sense of responsibility and a dedication to maintaining good vibrations. With this understanding, every decision becomes a chance to develop your own bond with the entire, while also promoting universal equilibrium. The practitioner's interior condition becomes a natural extension of the world, which is no longer perceived as something distinct and external. The world is in harmony when your energy is in alignment. The universe provides unambiguous messages to correct the course when there is an imbalance. The power of seminal retention lies in this mutually beneficial interaction between the internal and external. It is a spiritual alchemy that transcends time and space and gives practitioners access to realms of insight and enlightenment that previously thought unachievable. It is not merely physical discipline. The dread of failing or losing starts to fade during this process. The practitioner realizes that he already has what he needs inside and doesn't need to look outside. Naturally, everything that is essential to your progress is drawn to your high frequency, while anything that does not align with your new state of being is pushed away. This assurance, which comes from being in accordance with global laws, is not conceit. It is the assurance that, despite obstacles, life develops in a coordinated and plentiful manner when one is vibrating in rhythm with the universe. Thus, the secret to releasing this limitless potential is shown to be seminal retention. It is an act of self-love and respect for the energy that keeps life going, and it goes beyond a path of self-improvement. In addition to transforming oneself, the practitioner encourages others to do the same by acknowledging this energy. Their presence turns into a living reminder that the disarray, alienation, and disarray that so frequently characterize the human experience are not the only options. It becomes evidence that living a purposeful life in harmony with one's innermost self is achievable. But this is not a straight line. There are times when things are difficult, uncertain, and tempting. However, the practitioner finds opportunity to strengthen his discipline and broaden his understanding precisely in these situations. Every challenge conquered is a triumph that fortifies your dedication to the course. One step closer to living a more aware, active, and aligned life is each day of retention, and every encounter with this fresh viewpoint serves as evidence that the work is worthwhile. The concept of seminal retention is ultimately about more than just retention. It has to do with freedom. Freedom to follow one's inner guidance, purpose, and connectedness to the universe. It is the decision to abandon superficiality and enter a realm of life that is above and beyond the norm. It is a calling to become a leader, a creator, and most importantly, a human being who is fully conscious of the power to influence not just your own life, but also the world in which you live. This is what it means to be a god of semen in this way. Since seminal retention is essentially a practice of continuity and transformation that takes place in every moment of existence, it does not require closures or conclusive conclusions. The practitioner understands that this journey is a continuous state of discovery rather than a final destination. The conserved energy grows stronger every day, influencing the inside and exterior in both modest and significant ways. Since every instant becomes an opportunity to delve deeper within oneself and better align with the life energy that resides within oneself, there is no need to hurry to go anywhere. Everyday existence is transformed by this perception. Activities that were once thought of as mundane start to have deeper significance. Once flimsy interactions turn into opportunities for genuine connections. Every decision carries the weight or lightness of the internal vibration and represents the internal condition of energy. Additionally, the practitioner realizes that the influence of this divine energy extends beyond the individual. He turns into a silent change agent who spreads waves of life, peace, and respect. This influence comes about spontaneously, like a river flowing toward the ocean, smoothly but purposefully. It is neither planned nor forced. Sharing this experience is no longer about elevating oneself. It is a logical progression of the actual experience and a manifestation of the desire to encourage people to realize their own potential. Simply living in a way that is so genuine and lively that your presence itself becomes a message is more important than trying to convince or persuade. People who approach experience this energy, see the difference, and are inspired to consider their own decisions and journeys, even in the absence of words. As time passes, the practitioner notices something remarkable. Reality, which was once thought to be inflexible and external, becomes flexible and adaptable to the internal frequency. The possibilities start to grow in ways that were previously unthinkable. What appeared far away is suddenly accessible, and what was previously imperceptible now becomes evident. This is the tangible expression of traditional knowledge that still has resonance in the face of modernity. This wisdom is experienced, sensed, and assimilated via practice, rather than being studied from books. In this case, seminal retention is much more than just a method or physical discipline. It turns into a holy connection between the heart, brain, and body. It is a means of bringing the disparate facets of life into harmony, achieving unification, and establishing a connection with the unseen source that sustains everything. The growth of consciousness, the blossoming of a deeper purpose, and the blending of the material and the spiritual are all facilitated by preserved energy, which is more than just physical vitality. Every seed that has been maintained represents this dedication to ongoing growth. It serves as a reminder that true power comes from cultivating and directing rather than from spending or wasting. The practitioner understands that as evolution has no boundaries, this practice has no end. New degrees of comprehension emerge with every step. Every decision opens up new options. Additionally, the practitioner grows increasingly conscious of their capacity to co-create their own world and live in accordance with their true selves at every moment. There are no objectives to fulfill or due dates to adhere to on this road. All that exists is a dedication to development, flourishing, and strengthening a bond that cuts over time and location. The practitioner becomes a conduit for the manifestation of the universe in its most pure and ideal form, by maintaining this energy inside themselves. The journey itself is the destination. What it means to be a god of semen is defined by this intangible and quiet energy. This journey's flow never ceases, like a river that never stops flowing, but that opens up new vistas, new viewpoints, and new landscapes around every corner. Since the practice of seminal retention is essentially an invitation to continuous evolution, a cycle that is renewed and intensifies over time, there is no endpoint. By preserving this essential energy, the practitioner understands that real transformation is found in how it becomes a living manifestation of harmony with all people, not only in what is accomplished. Benefits appear every day in profoundly spiritual ways, as well as tangible and material ones. Rejuvenated and fortified, the body is merely a reflection of a more complete internal balance. Once disorganized, the intellect now finds clarity, and the spirit, in continual communication with the source, turns into an unfailing compass on the journey. Since he realizes that everything he needs is already within, the practitioner stops looking outside of himself. This perspective is freeing, creating a sense of lightness that changes how we engage with the outside world. Retention is not the only aspect of this condition of being. It's about developing self-mastery, mastering your own energy, and becoming a silent leader who motivates by setting an example rather than using words. This leadership emanates organically rather than being forced upon others. Because of the practitioner's high frequency, people who are looking for answers, something bigger, or a call to awaken, are drawn to them. The practitioner also plays a crucial part in this silent attraction, by demonstrating that there is another, more complete, and conscious route by his own life. Practice continuity does not equate to a lack of difficulties. Conversely, every new retention level entails challenges, moments of uncertainty, temptation, and conflict with ingrained habits. However, these are the exact times when the practitioner has the most growth potential. Every obstacle surmounted reinforces the dedication to the road and serves as a reminder of the motivation behind the beginning of this journey. Additionally, the practitioner acknowledges that he has changed since beginning. He grew stronger, more conscious, and closer to others. This change is reflected in the world around you. Opportunities come up more often, but more importantly, they come up at the perfect moment, almost magically, and in line with what the practitioner actually needs to keep developing. Relationships become more genuine, profound, and meaningful. Once commonplace, daily contacts now have more significance and provide a chance to spread this transforming energy over the globe. This influence extends beyond the here and now. From this condition of alignment, every decision, action, and choice produces waves that travel through space and time. The practitioner becomes a change agent for others around them, in addition to being a conscious producer of their own world. In other people, your presence sows the seeds of inspiration, curiosity, and the will to pursue something bigger. The real strength of seminal retention lies in its ability to change not only the individual, but also the group, having an effect that goes beyond life itself. The practitioner gains the ability to value their energy as their most valuable possession on this journey. He knows that every decision you make to maintain this strength is an act of self-love and a dedication to your best self. He discovers that true power comes from channeling, directing, and transforming, rather than from spending. By choosing to live in accordance with essence, he becomes a living example of what is possible. Because human potential is limitless, this path has no end. Every level attained is merely the start of a fresh cycle, an opportunity to go deeper and reach new heights. The foundation is seminal retention, but the change it brings about is far more extensive. It provides access to a state of awareness where life is a constant manifestation of meaning, purpose, and creation, rather than a sequence of unconnected incidents. As a result, the practitioner moves with assurance and lightness, knowing that he is headed in the right direction. He already has everything he needs within himself, therefore he doesn't look for validation or approval. He possesses the peace of mind of people who realize that true strength and wealth originate internally rather than externally. And when we live this way, it becomes a living example of what is possible and a reminder that we all have the ability to change our lives as soon as we decide to value who we are. Have you ever considered how many chances you might be passing up just by not realizing your full potential? You have the power to change your life, but it is up to you whether you choose to stay the same or go forward with real change. Your future can be shaped by the decisions you make now. Please like, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with someone who is also looking to grow, if it has inspired you. Don't stop here either. To learn more about harmonizing your energy to get what you truly deserve, watch the following video.